Hey there, welcome back. My name is Luke Persiani. Today we're talking the NFC South. We're going to start things off with the Atlanta Falcons, the Super Bowl failures, and the New Orleans Saints. So, let's start off with the birds from the South. Matt Ryan. What a season last year. And this is a guy that everyone has always put in Matty Ice, fringe, QB1, top 10 QB maybe. Now people are paying out the ass for him. I don't think he's Aaron Rodgers. He'll return to 2014 Matt Ryan form. My philosophy, go cheap on QBs, because there's so much talent there. Running backs, Devontae Freeman. Now this guy is completely undervalued in today's fantasy football world. He's a guy who's probably going to break 1,000 yards rushing, and he's a good pass-catching back. Yes, Tevin Coleman is there, but this is the most dynamic duo running back group in the NFL. Very high on Devontae Freeman. Spend the money for him. You won't be disappointed because he's that second tier of running backs outside of the Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson, Ezekiel Elliott group that has the potential to be a top 3 running back. Let's move on to wide receivers. Julio, Jones is a monster. But let's not forget that, yes, he was a top 3 wide receiver last year. That also includes a 12-catch, 300-yard game that I faced him against last year in both of my leagues, coincidentally, that really helped inflate his stats. And if you're spending wide receiver 1 money, go after Odell Beckham Jr. But I'd rather have the guy that's guaranteed to break 100 catches and have over 1,000 yards and has been completely healthy all year, every year since he's been into the league, than the Julio Joneses of the world. Yes, he's a freak monster who has the ability to put up a 300-yard receiving game. Will not let that go. If I'm spending wide receiver 1 money, I'm going Antonio Brown or Odell Beckham Jr. Outside of Julio Jones, it's pretty much a dart throw. Somebody's got to catch the passes. It's going to either be Taylor Gabriel or Mohamed Sanu as a very capable wide receiver too, because Matt Ryan's probably, after last year, going to throw for over 4,000 yards. So somebody on the team is going to catch more passes. But you don't know who. Now, I don't know if Sanu's going to be a PPR monster. Their tight end situation, Austin Hooper hasn't proven himself. So let's move on to the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees, as consistent as they come. What a monster. I mean, this guy has been like a top 2 quarterback just about every single year of his career. I'm a no QB kind of guy. I'm not spending my money in an auction draft on Drew Brees. If he slips in a snake draft, yeah, I'm snagging Drew Brees if I can get him. More likely to take a high-value quarterback in a snake draft than in an auction draft setting. It's Drew Brees. He's going to be a top 3 QB. Guaranteed. Just write that down. Talk about the most confusing running back setup in the history of fantasy football. You've got Mark Ingram, Adrian Peterson, and new rookie Alvin Kamara. I am a firm believer in Adrian Peterson, and he's going in the running back 45 range. This is a guy you can get for free that has double-digit touchdown upside, and if he proves to be the Adrian Peterson of old, he's well worth the price of 45th running back off the board. He used to be on the Minnesota Vikings with some of the worst QBs imaginable and offensive minds imaginable. Now he's moving to the New Orleans Saints. They're not going to be stacking the box against Drew Brees. They're not going to let Drew Brees have a field day out there. So Adrian Peterson's going to have room to run. The only thing that confuses things is Mark Ingram had a great season last year. Higher on Adrian Peterson for his price, because you're getting him for free, and he has massive Adrian Peterson upside, and a lot lower on Mark Ingram, because Adrian Peterson upside could chew into Mark Ingram's upside a lot. Wide receivers, Michael Thomas is a boss. This guy is going to push 1,200 plus yards easy, double-digit touchdowns, and most importantly, volume. He's going to be averaging at least 10 targets a game. Just because of his size and stature, he's going to put up way bigger numbers than Brandon Cooks ever did with Drew Brees. And he doesn't have a lot of competition for those targets. Willie Snead is going to take a little bit of pressure off him, might be a sneaky PPR play. outside of the two, you're not drafting Ted Ginn, I'll tell you that much. As far as tight ends go, Coby Fleener, I'll believe it when I see it. Tune in next time as I cover the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who I'm super high on, and the Carolina Panthers, who I'm super not. Thanks, I'm Luke Persiani. See you next time.